In the left-hand side, we have MVAKM playing Valder and not going for the early barracks capture versus Zested also playing Valder, who is also not going for the early barracks capture. So they're both going for more aggressive openings. MVAKM going down the center route, and I actually think this is a really strong play. This is how I've been playing this map. And I've had a pretty good win rate on it so far using this. So the play you go for is you heal off this village. And then you go for this village in the center. And what you can do, actually it works especially well Valder, is you'll build Groove really early and then you'll knock down the village the next turn. Allowing you, in this case, to build even more swords. So yeah, I think this is going to work out quite well. MVAKM gonna have Groove at the end of this turn. Build a sword, then have Groove at the end of the turn after. They're going to be able to do some really cool stuff, like you can capture this village over here. And it forces your opponent to respond to it too, which is another really good point. And oh, yeah, this sword over here is not going to be doing so good. So this is going to get sandwiched between a sword crit and another sword. MVAKM putting on a bit of a clinic right now. This is looking real good. And he's got so many juicy villages to hit. So MVAKM is just going to go sit up in this corner and just build an army. Meanwhile, Zested doesn't quite have the same advantage. He does knock this village down, but this Valder does not have the same level of targets to work with. Now Zested just kind of building up an army. I guess he wants to kind of push. MVAKM, I mean, he's just going to sit here, hit buildings, build Groove, and have a very good time. And you know, this golem's going to kind of ruin the party at some point, but he's going to have this huge army up here and just swing all of the production down to the south. We've got a dragon and we've got barracks. Oh yeah, all barracks producing. So yeah, Zested might have a bit of an economic lead because he's favoring capturing and decapping, but we're going to see a much bigger army come out from MVAKM. I'm very curious about how this is going to play out. This golem walks forwards. And there isn't really anything to deal with this right now. The only real anti-golem units are Valder and this dragon. Alright, what are we going to see? Sword goes down. Are we going to see Knight take? Oh, doesn't quite take that village out. Rather unfortunate. Gets the capture. Dragon comes to like a kind of just a forward position. Now it just opens up a lot of opportunities to hit different things. And this center village, having been weakened earlier, is now the perfect target for Valder to hit. Zested, because I think they have that economic lead still. Yeah, they've got a little bit more village and income than MVAKM. They are going to just be rocking golems up in the north hand side. Picking off stuff where they can. But this Valder's hit a wall. He doesn't really have very good targets. There is a dragon now. So what is going to happen here? And I do believe the play is Valder's just gonna... Oh no! I really thought Valder was gonna try and knock that village down himself, but elects not to. I guess he would have been near 2 enemy golems, so that is a potential getting lethaled. Or just taking a ton of damage, which you don't really want to do as Valder. Now MVAKM is pushing forward, dealing some damage. This sword is in light crit range, but there are spears to back it up, so I think it would be fine. Balloon just moving down. And now there's a big enough army to kind of hold this off, push it back a little bit. And honestly, I feel like this was like a really cool opening, but Zested is playing really well around it. Building up the economy, he's realized, hey, you pushed forward, so I'm gonna take advantage of that by using my bigger money pool to build golems and deal with you. And Valder does not deal well with golems, unfortunately. The kind of his anti-unit. He cannot build swords to deal with them, and he you know, if he hits them, like, he doesn't really have good combat groove to deal with them, so yeah. Not really the best to play for him. Ooh, takes out the mage, interesting. I guess he's just gonna open up some more air units, but there is another mage and more witches, so... Wow, and MVAKM is just really pushing up against this. It's just like, yeah, I can just move my entire army to the south. Oh, wow. That's a lot of stuff. And we might honestly see everything shift to the south side. Alright, keeps Valder up north. I want to like move everything, but... Dragon's a big threat up north. That witch is going to have to come and deal with it. Ooh, witch in the south going to do a big amount of damage with the hex. What are we going to see? Alright. That isn't even going to kill the sword. Ooh. I don't quite know how I feel about that. But I guess he does a lot of damage to the rest of the army down there, so... He's doing okay. Zested? Yeah, they're doing pretty well still. MVAKM also doing really well. And this is just a very even game. Ooh, good spear crit. Good knight crit too. Doing a lot of damage to this economy. Ooh, these dog crits are really good too. MVAKM just in a really good position right now. Wants to deal as much economic damage as possible. Builds a wall of dogs. And yeah, this actually works out quite well because you can't really leave your commander to just sit there and hit a dog because it will then eat a ton of counter attack damage. It needs, like, this Valder needs to run back. There is not enough of an army here to support him, so we're gonna see him walk back a little bit, I think. No, he's gonna be very brave and stand here. I do not know how I feel about that. Oh, this golem's open. And he's gonna take a big hit from a dragon. That's a ton of damage. Oh, and now I think Valder could go down. I see unit suicide into him. That suicide's in. Knight crit followed up. Oh no, this is a dead Valder. And yeah, the dog wall was a bit of a bait. You do not want to run into that as Zested. So MVAKM doing a really good job. I really like that opening, especially with Valder. I personally have been doing it with Nuru to some level of success. I think it works with some other commanders too. We have MVAKM showing us that, yeah, that's a really nice opening with Valder. So, well played.